2 spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
Decision to bring it out. Ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Back at the 16-yard line.
Rodgers now to throw.
He'll get this one underneath to Hunt.
They'll wind up giving 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Now a toss running left, Hunt. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again. Rodgers. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. Almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
3 brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
He'll look to throw.
Open man, he completes it to Judy.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big pickup of 38.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Falcons 7. Golden Eagles, 0. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Fielded in the end zone. He will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
First down and 10. At their own.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now this one is running back out of the backfield. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Throwing on 2nd down. Rodgers. A pass underneath for Fournette. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be 3rd down.
Leonard Fournette. That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. To throw is Rodgers. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. It's a big play there on 3rd down. And even 40 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. This is Hunt. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A 21-yard touchdown run. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. First quarter touchdown run. Remember this coming on the heels of his NFC Offensive Player of the Week performance that was so great last week.
Did you feel the rumble all the way up here?
The big bodies up front.
Big bodies moving people, and him, of course, charging through those great holes that were created.
Off to a great start here. Maybe looking for award number 2, adding to the award that he won last week in the NFC. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First down, they'll start out with Evans. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
2nd and 11. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. These two teams all tied after one. They'll run with Hunt on second down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. A nice toss play there to the left. More than enough room to move the chains.
And you know what I love about that play as a broadcaster? Seeing the big guys move. Seeing them get upfield and take out defenders. You know what I hated as a defensive back? That exact same thing. Seeing those linemen coming downfield, getting ready to blot out the sun.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run it here with Hunt. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Rodgers. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. They'll give him a yard on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage, so he might have a smaller one. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. A toss play to Hunt. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Kareem Hunt with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And his guys have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10. At their
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
in his own 8-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Looking deep for Jennings. He's got him in, complete. A big play on 3rd down for the Falcons. 47 yards. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
And not able to break away this this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 47-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Well, and it's picked. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Well, throw complete to Dorsett, and he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's another zone defense that looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. From 8 yards out. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
And he'll bang that one through.
Golden Eagles 21, Falcons 7. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Jennings now on the return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And he will find Ridley. That's complete. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
He'll drop to throw. On the screen, this is Evans. Give him 8 on the play, play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. They'll set up to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. The intended receiver there was Donald Parham, but now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll throw now on the final play. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Here comes Cobb. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Return. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Second half starts with a run by Edwards-Helaire. Now, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Back to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now this time, Rodgers will throw. It's caught at the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
5-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Kareem Hunt saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. Tucker now for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Golden Eagles 28, Falcons 7.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
On second down, it's Evans. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
At the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 17 yards. And a Falcon first down.
They'll look to throw here. From left side, it's complete. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 41 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll run on first down with Evans. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again here with Evans. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown. Oh, but there is a marker on the field. So now the question, who is this on? Sanders on for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
Makes the score Golden Eagles 28, Falcons 14. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Pettis on the return. His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their lead down from 21-14, but still sitting at a great spot. Up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because
blitz coming, and down he goes. Casey Hayward with a sack on the well-timed corner blitz.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And he's going to go down again.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations. Hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Oh, this is taken in, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now Hunt. Closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. brings up 2nd and 7.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Rodgers. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Cameron Sutton. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. They'll begin on the ground with Evans. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Yeah, every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And Jennings has it. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. They'll toss this out to Evans. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Darrington Evans, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the 1st half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the 2nd half, that got done.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
10-10 at their own 16-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, it's very close, 1-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball and saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run with Hunt, and they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll run again with Hunt. And he'll be corralled out across across midfield down to the 45. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Running left, Fournette. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And Brandon, this is where it pays to have a big back who can take over a football game, especially in the 4th quarter when you've got the lead, your ability to not just wear people down, but close games out.
Now Rodgers on the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Rodgers looking to throw. Flushed out right. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially solve this one away. They'll try to run with Hunt, and they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to spend a lot of time going over situations with their players because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays. Right?
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10. And can you believe this? A big mistake leads to a defensive touchdown, and they're a point away from tying this thing up. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
28. Falcons 20.
So here we go. Still down 1 score, and here comes the onside kick.
To kick off.
And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Now it's Hunt. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now Rodgers. Now man, and he hits him in stride. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Rodgers throwing here. They'll roll him out right. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown puts puts them up 7, but now's when the fun begins, partner, because if you go ahead and kick the extra point, it's still a one-possession game. Go for 2, you might put it out of reach.
Yeah, a little decision to be made. And that one will ensure that it'll take a touchdown and the 2-point conversion to tie this thing.
Golden Eagles 35, Falcons 27.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeout.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. I just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make.
Don't worry about it.
Now the ball's out, full near midfield, and the Falcons grab it.
Forward on the play, recovered by Atlanta.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be caught. On the final play, a touchdown. How about that? And a 2-point conversion now will send us to overtime.
Well, there's no doubt that this crowd has absolutely been rocked by what they just saw. But guess what? There's still 2-point conversion to deal with. Still a little drama left.
To throw. And it is caught. They got it. So a touchdown and a 2-point conversion with no time remaining. And we're off to overtime. I think we just witnessed the ultimate head-scratching moment. All they needed was the extra point to win the game, and they don't get the 2-point try. Why did they go for the 2-point conversion?
It is a head-scratcher, but I go back to when we sat down with them in our meeting, and they just kept coming back to special teams has just been not very good in practice this week. I wonder if that ghost loomed over them and decided not to kick it there and go for 2, but still, I think your odds are a whole lot better just snapping and putting it down and kicking it.
Yeah, I'm not buying it. You got to kick the extra point. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run the counter. It's Evans. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Now a first throw here in overtime. It's Judy complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Part of the reason we're in overtime, all the interceptions he's thrown in this game, but that was a good throw right there.
Hey, he's really not daunted, is he, partner? I mean, it's been interception palooza for him, and he's still pushing it downfield, trying to make a play, and he was successful on that throw.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run out of the gun with Evans. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He's got Evans. And down inside the 10 at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, that certainly changes things here because they're in field goal range already, but a field goal, that's not what they're looking for now, not after that big play right here in overtime.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Now Evans hit, and the ball pops free. This will be scooped up by the defense. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. And my, how the tables have turned. They had a chance inside the red zone, punch that thing in and end it. Now we're going the other way.
And it's real easy to just look at them and say, boy, what an error, what a mistake you made. But how about the defense coming up huge? Let's give them a little bit of credit, keeping their team in the game, because if they score a touchdown there, it's game over.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Now a dump off here complete. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That'll put him north of 100 yards receiving now in this divisional round game. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
On first down. Hunt. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Past the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A huge play there in overtime. And even 50 yards. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And he got it! The kick is good. He splits the uprights. And in doing so, he sends them to the NFC title game. And, Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team, even though you made it to the playoffs and there's part of that that feels good, what do you say to your guys after?
I think you probably tell them how proud you are of them to make the effort to get to this game and then point them towards the future. If we're good enough to get here, all we've got to do is work harder, be better, and we can be good enough to go farther next season. How many times have we seen a team lose in the playoffs, and that girds them for a championship run in the future?
So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.